Next up, we got LSU at Bama. Over-under is 61.5. The spread falls in favor of Bama. And you have to believe, just like we've talked about with South Carolina, Tennessee, that this is one that Bama has had, one of two that Bama has had circled going into this year. Jaden Daniels with an epic performance last year in Baton Rouge, getting that win on a 2-point conversion play, if I remember right, to Mason Taylor in overtime. I got to believe Bama's got this one circled, man.
Dude, if they don't, and I would be absolutely shocked. Nothing actually, you asked me to look for upsets, and I'm not saying I'm calling this one at all. We'll get to that point in just a minute.
Yeah.
Nothing would maybe surprise me more in college football this week than LSU winning this game. And again, sorry for the spoiler. I know we're about to get to the actual numbers here. I mean, Bama, dude, they sweep the leg. They hold the grudge. Saban goes for the jugular. You name it, dude.
Yeah.
And then, look, it's not like neither of these teams were winning a championship this year as it's played out, obviously, to my mind.
Sure. Sure.
Alabama could still shock us all. They could. It lines up for them if they execute.
Yeah.
But not a lot of impressive wins. As you look down the LSU schedule, they've won 2 games by 62 points exactly. Does that do it for you when it's Grambling and Army?
Yeah.
And it's 6-loss Army. It's not,
yeah.
It's not 1 or 2-loss Army like it's been at other times. Bama, right. Still, I mean, not exactly selling anyone. They've improved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. But again, if they do anything, they sweep the leg, they get their revenge.
Yeah, it's exactly what they do. But I have to come back to this remark. You'd be more surprised with a LSU win over Bama than you would Missouri over Georgia?
It would be dang close in my mind, dude.
Wow.
Dang close.
Wow.
Because of this is the revenge factor. This is the Saban factor. It's all those things. Losing to the same team 2 years in a row, which he's not done in 10 years now. I'd be shocked if he's done it within 10 years now. I mean, he lost. There was a year in between. I was going to say he lost to Clemson in the 2016 right. and 2018 Natties, but
right.
That's you can't count that.
It's only Ole Miss, right? It's only Ole Miss.
That's the one I'm going back to.
I think Hugh Freeze is the only one to do it.
Woo! Wow.
And surely if there was another one, we would the media would have let us know.
Surely.
Well, if LSU is such a surprise to you to pull this off, what has to happen in order to pull it off?
Well, frankly, what has to change, that's the bad thing. LSU has to change. They have to change from who they've been all year, because you look at 3-point win over Arkansas. Arkansas's got 6 losses. Okay. You've got probably this is what's bad. Most impressive wins. You blow out Mississippi State. You blow out Auburn. You give up 1,000 yards to Ole Miss. Doing a lot of the same things. Like, it's not like Ole Miss was running triple reverse passes, and finding ways down the field that way.
Yeah,
they were doing a lot of the same things, getting guys going. So what has to change for LSU is their defense has to be someone they've not been. They have to get Milroe on the ground. They've got to stop his legs.
Yeah,
they've got to not give up the deep ball, which they do at an alarming rate.
Right.
Just so many things have to change, and then their offense has to execute in Bryant-Denny Stadium, not in the friendly confines of Tiger Stadium at night. Flip the script. You're going to Bryant-Denny at night. You're probably playing 11 on 15 or 18, however many officials there are on the field.
Yeah.
Change my mind on that. Good luck.
Sure.
So many things have to go your way. I think you got to win the turnover battle by 2+ to win this game.
Sheesh. I think it's a little simpler than that. As crazy as it sounds, I think you just need a shootout. I think if this goes into, I think if you hit the over, right? If you get above, where did it go? 61, right? You get into the 30-40 range apiece, and it comes down to who has the ball last. I mean, Jaden Daniels, his numbers tell you that he's He's nearly unstoppable. 25 scores on the year, only 3 picks, 2,500 yards, compared to a Jalen Milroe who has missed one game. I believe that was against USF, 1,600 yards, 13 scores, and 5 picks. I think the question is, and I think Jalen Milroe is your X factor. What Jalen Milroe do you get? Do you get that one where he throws the underneath ball and he just didn't see that under defender? Did he throw it anyway? Like if you get that, then maybe you're looking at your +2, turnover margin. If you get that, then I do think you could be in trouble. But it could also come down to as simple as a muff punt that puts LSU and immediately player 2 in the red zone or starting off in the red zone, something like that. Obviously, that's just football, period. But in specific to this one, LSU's like, man, let's make it a shootout. But we ain't stopped anybody anyway. I mean,
you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. I mean, they could, if they want to try to go the Tennessee 2022 path. I mean, they're more fit for that because they've done it than Alabama is more fit. They're less fit for that, obviously.
Yeah.
LSU's run game. I like their run game a lot more than I like Alabama's, even though look at the similarities. Look at the athleticism of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You've got 611 yards for Diggs at LSU. I know McClellan's surely he's not got 611 on the year. I mean, I'm about to get to it in just a minute and I'll tell you. He's about 50 yards short of that. You've got Milroe that's been sacked 13 more times than Daniels, and he's played one less game, like you said. He didn't have a game last week because they had a bye after Tennessee, which also sets up poorly for LSU.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, take this game into the stratosphere, take it to outer space, make it a shootout. That's the best path.
Yeah.
I mean, although you're giving yourself a 50-50 shot at least in that stance, usually, as long as you can get a stop here or there or have the ball last. Yeah, I mean, that's what they have to count on. I don't like counting on that with Nick Saban trolling the other sideline.
Sure. If I'm Kelly going in this, I'm like, hey y'all, we miss all the shots we don't take. Let's be aggressive. Let's come after it defensively. If they get the big play and score, awesome. We're going to put their defense right back on the field. I'm wanting the shootout if I'm LSU. I think that's my best chance.
You're probably correct.
All right, well, let's get into the preview and prediction of it then. So, or the final prediction of it. So you got ESPN FPI, 37.6% for LSU. That leaves Alabama, 62.4%. And then again, you're over under 61.5. Alabama, favored by 3 at home. What do you got?
Well, I'll tell you, I like that over just because LSU has not been slowing teams and stopping them. And Milroe has been finding that deep ball week in, week out lately. And that sets up, like we talked about, so poorly for LSU. I like the over. I like Alabama by right at 10. So let me think here. I'm going to say, I'll go a little bit under that. I'm going to go Alabama 38, LSU 34. Nope, I'll go 31.
38-31. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Over under is at 61.5. My total sits at 61. I've got Bama 31-30.
Oh,
I think that the LSU offense is going to get stifled in some scenarios and have to settle for some field goals, which is going to set up again for their loss. So give me Bama. Unfortunately, I'm back to hating them again. Yeah. I mean, I've always hated them, but after we beat them last year, it was like, oh yeah, it's not so bad.
Cuties.
But we've had some unfortunate Bama fans come troll our account. So back to wishing death upon your program again. That's where I'm at. Never mind. I'm not going to say it over the air. I'll take Bama. He's going to take Bama. I'm going to take them 31-30. Mike's going to take them 38-31.